Will Kyle Hurt make the Dodgers postseason roster? That's coming up next on Dodgers Nation Mailbag. What is up, Dodgers Nation? Welcome to another episode of Dodgers Nation Mailbag, where we answer all your burning Dodgers questions. And Spencer, let's get right into it, man. Look at my first question.
Will Kyle Hurt be a part of the Dodgers postseason bullpen mix?
That's a great question, because after last night, I don't think there's any way you can keep him off this Dodgers postseason roster. If you look at the stuff he had, 2 scoreless innings in his big league debut, he was phenomenal. And if you look at that first appearance, just look at who he was going up against. Fernando Tatis Jr., Juan Soto, and Manny Machado. He gets them all out. He makes light work of them. Hey, I'm not saying it was as impressive as Carl Hubble in the All-Star game, getting out Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Jimmy Fox, but still, it was very impressive for him to have that much success against a potent lineup in his big league debut. And yes, the Dodgers, they were up by a ton at the time, but it was the next inning that impressed me, because he comes back out there in the 9th inning, and that's when you saw the nasty stuff. That is when you saw the swing and miss. He strikes out the side to end the 9th inning, and you saw that filthy changeup. He struck out Cooper swinging with a changeup bottom of the zone. He struck out Grisham with a fastball bottom of the zone swinging, and he gets the final out against Batten on a changeup. So you look at that stuff. You look at that pitch mix. He averaged almost 98 miles per hour on that heater. That is what's going to play up in the postseason. It's not the 91, 92. It's the 97 and 98. It's that filthy changeup that's nastier than a gas station bathroom in San Diego, okay? You look at that pitch right there is what's going to make him a star. That pitch right there, combined with that fastball, is what's going to make him a wealthy man one day. Because to me, it wasn't just the stuff, it was the location. He was commanding that fastball in the zone. He was working in the zone, and when he does that, that shows you he's aggressive. That shows you that he's confident in his stuff, and that's what's going to play up. And you're talking about someone that has had one of the biggest leaps in the Dodgers minor league system. He's had so much success this year. 25 years old. You might remember that he was a part of that Dylan Floro trade when Dylan Floro was traded to the Miami Marlins for Kyle Hurt and Alex Vesia. They thought, okay, Kyle Hurt, he's from USC, he's a Trojan, he was the throw in there. Hey, he's someone that has been making big strides at the minor league level. And that's what the Dodgers have been doing. I can get you up to speed a little bit as far as what they've been doing at the minor league level. They're not looking for guys that they think they can be good. They're looking for greatness. They're looking for rawness. They're looking for guys that can throw 97, 98 to 100 triple-digit heat, and they're trying to mold them. They're going for that talent, and that's something that Kyle Hurt has in spades. And if you look at his numbers down at the minor league level this year, a 3.87 ERA, 145 strikeouts. That's the most among any Dodgers minor league pitcher, and 41 walks in 88 and a third innings of work. So 88 and a third innings of work with a 39% strikeout rate. That is big time. Okay, that is something that definitely opens your eyes and says, okay, this guy, he deserves an opportunity at this level. And if I'm the Dodgers and I'm trying to put the best possible bullpen together that can give this team a chance to go deep into the postseason and win this World Series, the first question I'm asking myself is, who has the biggest upside? Who are the guys that have the highest ceiling? And Kyle Hurt is undoubtedly one of those guys. When you consider the fact that he's got that electric fastball, he can get that swing and miss, he can work in the zone, but also it's not like he's just a fastball changeup guy. He has a true pitch mix. You talk about a guy that has a cutter, a slider, a curveball, and he can induce soft contact. We saw him get those easy outs in his first inning work yesterday in the 8th inning. So I think when you combine all those factors, I think I asked myself, is he one of the best pitchers right now on the Dodgers that can give themselves a chance to win? I say the answer is undeniably yes, because look, what do you have to lose at this point? The expectations for this team aren't as high as they've been in the past because of everything that's transpired this season. Might as well just let it rip, man. Go with these guys and see if you can capture lightning in a bottle. See if you can put them on a big stage and they emerge as a star right before our eyes. And look, is he going to be the next Francisco Francisco Rodriguez. As far as his overall production, I would say probably not, but the similarities are there in that Frankie Rodriguez that year in 2002, he was in AA, then he was in AAA, and at the age of 20, the Angels called him up, and he'll go on to have a historic postseason run. Now, what K-Rod did there in 2002 was stuff of legend. 11 appearances, he had 5 wins, he was the youngest player in big league history to record a win. He struck out 28 of the 70 batters that he faced. He was absolutely dominant. There's no denying that. He pitched 17 2/3 innings. So I'm not expecting that, but I do think he can have a Frankie Rodriguez type impact in that the familiarity is not there as far as opposing hitters at this point. You can kind of sneak him in to the bullpen here towards the end and see what he can do for you. I think that's where the similarities lie. I think the other big question I have is who would he replace, right? Who would he be better than? And if you look at this bullpen right now, there's no doubt about it. You have an established closer in Evan Phillips. I think Brusdar Graterol, a sub-2 ERA. He's having a career year. Joe Kelly, he's set to return. He's throwing faster than ever, harder than ever. His strikeout rate is as high as it's ever been. You can trust those guys, but outside of that, I think you have to consider who is the best arm at the moment. And I think when you look at Kyle Hurt, I mean, Hurt's so good. I think you absolutely have to include him in that mix. There's no doubt about it. And hopefully he can build off this. I think there's a chance that Kyle Hurt can have almost a Frankie Rodriguez 2002 Angels type impact. That is how nasty that changeup is. That is how electric that fastball is. And I would not be shocked at all to see him have a prominent role. Now, if you've been watching my show for the last couple of weeks, I've been hinting at this, right? I've been mentioning Kyle Hurt for the last couple of weeks, him and Nick Frosto as possible options that the Dodgers would call up to get an opportunity. And I think that's a theme that you're seeing this year. You're seeing Emmett Sheehan. You're seeing guys get called up, and it's not about, okay, you're going through the process. It's no, this guy's nasty. This guy has high velocity. This guy can help this team win now, and they're going to need it. So I'm all for it. You guys know my slogan. I'm riding with the rookie. So give me Kyle Hurt in that postseason mix. Any way you can slice it. You can see him coming in after an opener. You can see him as an opener. You can see him as a potential high leverage guy. But the other thing I want to point out to you too is look at all these fresh arms. Bobby Miller, Ryan Pepio, Kyle Hurt, possibly Michael Grove. Guess what opposing teams don't have with these guys? They don't have familiarity. They're not going to be comfortable. That is an advantage that this Dodgers team could have with more of a young, youthful mix of pitchers, and that's something that could play up for them. But I asked you guys this over on Twitter. Do you think that Kyle Hurt should be a part of the Dodgers postseason rotation? And here were some of your takes. Annoying Dodger fan tweeted, "Yes, I've seen enough. He's him." So there you go. You see him for 2 innings. He's the next K-Rod. Okay, I'm okay with that. Let's overreact. I'm all for that. Mark Chipperzuck tweeted, "Let's give him a few more cuttings first. Based on last night, though, I say yes." Then Los Doyers tweeted, "I need to see him a couple more outings, maybe in more high leverage situations." That's a good point right there. You look at the score of the game, Dodgers up 11-2 at that point, but still, you're going up against 3 of the best and most explosive hitters of the game last few seasons. I still think the stuff, just the eye test alone, hey, you put him in that bullpen, it would not hurt. And then we got Dodger fan who tweeted, "Absolutely 100% yes. He could be our secret weapon." Daniel Titcher tweeted, "Yes, if he has a couple more outings like last night." Crying Kershaw tweeted, "Does a proverbial bear defecate in the proverbial woods?" I like that. So that says yes. We got Karen who says, "Hurts so good," parentheses, yes. Tim Stafford, after 1 appearance, it's hard to determine, but he should get more time at the MLB level. Okay, way to be pragmatic there, okay? I'm in the overreaction business here. We got Greg Yaros who tweeted, "One game isn't a career, but yes." So it seems like the consensus here is that you guys want to see Kyle Hurt a part of this postseason mix. And I think I'm in agreement with you because when you look at the expectations right now, when you look at not getting Walker Buehler back, Julio Urias isn't coming back, Clayton Kershaw is throwing 88-mile-per-hour fastballs right now, I think that you can't see this season as a loss, as a failure because of the experience you can get. The Dodgers will be able to see what they have in Bobby Miller, what they potentially have in a Ryan Pepio or Emmett Sheehan or Kyle Hurt, some of these young guys, and to see if they can be building blocks for the future. So I'm excited. I want to see these young guys get their opportunity, but Hurt, he was nasty last night. I want to see him get that opportunity. I think he's absolutely electric. metric, he should 100% be a part of this Dodgers postseason mix. But that's going to do it for this episode of Dodgers Mailbag. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if you really want to support the channel and you want to see Kyle hurt in the postseason, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.